Welcome to the weekly Star Wars news video that still doesn't have a proper name, but today we've got news about Star Wars games, the Bad Batch, the Book of Boba Fett, and the Andor series, and more. So yeah, let's get on with it. There is no set amount of stories that I want to cover today. I've just gone through the week looking at all of the best stories and comprised them into a list for this video. So the first one is about E3, which is a gaming event, and sadly there was no news about Star Wars games. Now I have to clarify, this is at the time of me recording and it still is going on for one more day, the E3 event, so we could still get more, but so far there's been nothing about the Skywalker Saga, Jedi Fallen Order 2, or even Battlefront 3. Now even the least optimistic people expected something about Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga and and Jedi Fallen Order 2, but we've literally had nothing. This doesn't necessarily mean that there's been no progress on any of these games happening, but it's just there's no confirmation that we are actually going somewhere with the progress of these games. I just want to clarify, I wasn't expecting another trailer of the Skywalker Saga and a confirmed release date, a trailer for Jedi Fallen Order 2 and a confirmed release date, and a Battlefront 3 confirmation announcement, but I just wanted something, maybe just some more details about a specific time of the Skywalker Saga's release, just something a bit more specific than the details we have now, which I'm pretty sure is just basically sometime this year. Maybe for Jedi Fallen Order 2, just a title release and then a vague area of expected release date, and then for Battlefront, just show the title Battlefront 3 for a few seconds, just so we know that you're at least working on it. But no, we got nothing, sadly, so fingers crossed that tomorrow, the last day that E3 is going on, something comes out of it. Now the next bit of news is about the Book of Boba Fett, and it is said that it will reveal where Boba has been since The Empire Strikes Back. This comes directly from Tamora Morrison himself. He had an interview, and he said we will be seeing what happened to Boba since Empire Strikes Back. And it's also come out that this is basically Mando 2.5, season 2.5, so the chances are this series is going to be all over the place, giving flashbacks, current timeline events, and yeah, just everything. For me, this is good news because it widens the amount of characters we could possibly see. It's been confirmed we're going to get Bosk, but there's plenty of other bounty hunters around the original trilogy era that we could see when we're getting those flashbacks, and then characters like Cobb Vanth could come in the current timeline events. So for me, like I said, this is great news, and it just gets me a lot more excited for the Book of Boba Fett because it means that we're going to get a lot more development of his character throughout his whole life rather than just what he's doing now. Now, some more good news following the terrible news to start off the video with is that the Book of Boba Fett may have already wrapped filming. This is great news because it means that it is likely to be released when it is set to be released, which is December this year. Some people thought that the Book of Boba Fett would have been delayed as Mando Season 3 has been delayed, and they wanted to release the two around a similar time, but no, that is not the case, and this is also good news because it means they can start Mando Season 3 filming right now, because they wanted to film it straight away after the Book of Boba Fett, a 2-month break. But if they're going to try and rush to get Mando Season 3 out, then they can start now. So this is great news. This means that the Book of Boba Fett is likely to be out on time, which is fantastic. Now, some more good news, in my opinion, is that the Thor director Taika Waititi wants Star Wars to be his next movie. Now, he did not direct Thor the Dark World or Thor 1, no, he directed the best of the Thor movies, Thor Ragnarok, and also Thor Love and Thunder, but we obviously don't know how good that is, because it's not out yet. But yeah, for me this is great news. I don't have a clue what kind of story it could be, but anyone that's watched the Thor trilogy knows that Thor the Ragnarok is the most loved one by quite a lot, and it's a very funny movie, so I'm interested to see what kind of Star Wars project he's going to take up and make a funny action movie out of it. Let me know what kind of era of Star Wars you think he could cover, and if you want to get specific about what the movie could be,
era,
then do so.
Rise of Skywalker,
I'm personally
because,
thinking it
as much as I like
the sequels, they are not liked by a lot of people, and what else wasn't liked by a lot of people? The 2 Thor movies before Ragnarok, so it kind of seems like a perfect fit. Taika Waititi could help the fans of Star Wars learn to love the characters in the sequel era. Now, some even more good news is that 2 new actors have been confirmed to be in the Andor series. Well, not confirmed, highly speculated, should I say, and they are the actors of director Krennic and Saw Gerrera. Now, a lot of people think that Krennic may be in this before he reaches the rank of director, and we see his uprise in the Empire, which I think could be very, very cool. And Saw Gerrera, I don't think we will see interact with Cassian, as they don't seem like they're on like great terms or even know each other too well in Rogue One, but obviously he is part of the rebellion. He's a character that's used in basically everything around the time of the rebellion before he died, so this makes a lot of sense. And specifically Krennic, I'm very, very excited to see, because I loved him a lot in Rogue One, so I cannot wait to see the Andor series even more now. Wow, it just seems like good news on top of good news on top of good news, because there is another Clone Wars character appearing in the Bad Batch, Katan. There was a leak about some toys, and she is in a set with the Bad Batch, so it makes sense that following this, that she will appear in the Bad Batch. Now, where does she fit in? I really don't know, but she is a very popular character around that era of Star Wars. She's in Rebels, she's in Clone Wars, and obviously she's in the Mandalorian, which is much further down the line, but she's in Clone Wars and Rebels, and the Bad Batch is in between the 2 of those, so it makes sense that we could potentially see her. Obviously, we've seen Rex and the Martez sisters, who are linked to Ahsoka, and Bo-Katan is linked to Ahsoka, so maybe we see Bo-Katan and Ahsoka at some point, which for me would be fantastic. Personally, I really, really like Bo-Katan, and if we see her, it means we might see more Mandalorians, and who doesn't want to see more Mandalorians, because especially their fight scenes are very entertaining. Now, with that being said, that is all for the news that I'm going to cover this week. They are the most important ones, they're the ones that excite me the most, they're the ones that I think are the best, and the ones that you need to hear the most. So that is going to be all for the news in this video, but I still have some more things I want to say. Firstly, I apologise for the lack of videos. I said anyway I wanted to change from daily uploads to every other day, so that I don't get like wound out or tired of making videos, and so I can up the quality of them. Although I wouldn't consider this one a really high quality video, I would definitely consider the Lucky Will Decides My Battlefront Hero one, and I want to be making videos as good as that when I post. I don't just want to post for the sake of posting to get a video out that day. So yeah, also, on a much more positive note, the 5k special that I haven't spoke about in a while is very, very close to being done. I've hyped it up a lot. That is just because of how long it's taken to get the people that I need to get back to me, not because I've literally been working on the same video for about a month. So it's not like I've made a whole movie in that time. It's a really good video, but it's just taken a while to do because I'm waiting on other people, not because I'm spending this whole time editing it. And lastly, on a more positive note, again, thank you so much for 5,800 subscribers. We are so close to 5.9, which is obviously so close to 6k, so thank you so much. Please, if you haven't already, do subscribe so we can get to 6k. That would be incredible. And yeah, thank you for watching. In a bit.